really good.
Okay.
It's good against the Beatrix to be able to dive into that back line. It does deal the damage in order to one-shot and combo the Yves. Doesn't necessarily cancel that real-world manipulation, but the damage does do its job. I feel like RRQ have all the holes answered out here.
Yep. Because it's gonna like Aura Fire gonna play a different gameplay during the second game. They didn't have any grub to clear the way very quickly on the early game, or even can dive into the enemy's jungle because they are using the Kufra right now. Kufra is the typical of the counter setups initiation heroes during the early game, but on the late game, Kufra is the initiator.
I'm nervous here. What do we think, Mirko?
Well, I think for Aura, this time, this is very similar to the Alter Ego lineup in terms of draft going up against the Bruno lineup of RRQ. But they have more answers to the dive now. They have more dive to play with. And they have a very balanced composition.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn for game number 2. The Kings of Kings going against the Indonesian Hydras. With Aura already at 1 point, all they need is another to secure this best-of-3 series and turn the tides in history. But if RRQ can force a game number 3, it surely is going to be an epic night.
Yesterday, we already see that Alter Ego is facing a hard time to just reaching the Bruno itself. And now, our Aura Fire, are they having the solution to facing against that? Because the Bruno is using the tenacity, it's making Bruno more sustainable, especially when the HP is below 50%. And the Kaja is using the Brave Smite.
I think one of the reasons I actually didn't like the Yuzong pick or didn't think of the Yuzong pick was because this is a very good lane for the Terizla. Terizla is a winning matchup up against the Yuzong, and with this, they might be able to actually stop the Yuzong from going for these aggressive rotations early on, and maybe Van can rotate up top to get a cheeky little kill.
Does it depend on level 4 or pre-level 4? Yuzong already has difficulties in the lane.
Pre,
all right. So that's definitely going to be a thorn in the side of RRQ in terms of how they go about in these rotations. Last time around, Aura Fire, they went in for just pressure into the mid lane. But look at the counter aggression coming from RRQ in game number 2 with Clay and Naomi. Quick wave clear, faster rotations as well. Aura Fire falling a little bit behind.
And I think the important matters is like making Banana have his level 4 to like using the Black Dragon transformation, joining the Turtle initiation from both of the teams. That's really important. But Terizla is making him hard during on the laning phase. Even Sid is moving there.
Getting that level 4. Aran is actually just a pinch off of level 4. Fair 6 first onto the Turtle. Having a little bit of a level lead. Real Ribbon Plate's going to be used up right now. Van going to be petrified. Oh, he's able to dash forward. Oh, that's first blood by Clay. A good splash. And RRQ wins out the first Turtle fight. Now Aran going to be knocked up. Forced to flicker defensively. The Appraiser's Wrath stops him in his tracks. Oh, he's still able to survive just for a bit. But the Dragon Tail will connect. Banana just whips him to death.
That's a 1-4-0 trade in favor of RRQ. 1,100 gold lead as Fursic looks to claim this purple buff away. But Samo says no.
Yep. He just tried to stop Fursic from stealing the purple buff.
Oh, what?
Even on the bottom lane, yeah. It's a pick-up game. Kabuki from the RRQ itself. Naomi using the Divine Judgment. Kabuki needs to be careful, or even the Samoyed needs to be there to stand by to covering against Kabuki.
Truly does.
I mean, same prediction.
Yeah, it is. It definitely is. The same prediction coming through here. No one has opted for a different prediction in terms of the casters. But RRQ still with a 2,000 gold lead. With Kabuki being picked off like that, if RRQ can continue this, Aura Fire with a better setup and better just chance in team fights, RRQ might snowball.
It's a 2,000 gold lead, and it's on Banana, Clay, and Skylar. Yeah, very, very good members to have this gold lead on. And meanwhile, I'm just tracking levels here for Van and Fursic. It seems like even with that first turtle, Van is able to steal, to still be even in levels.
Well, yeah. Even in levels, it's not enough, Miracle. They need to make the movement. They need to make the initiation because with this kind of gold lead, it's gonna be hard.
Divine Judgment, and there you go, Skylar just wreaking havoc. Second kill in this game already. Snowball for Skylar. This is what happened last time against Alter Ego. It's happening again against Aura.
Aww.
if they are keep this lead, I think they just can eat anybody who's in front of him. Like using the Divine Judgment to anybody, even Salmon or even Aaron later. Because they have enough damage to secure the kill points.
They do already here in the early game, and remember that both these teams are going to start centering around the turtle. I do believe that Aura Fire have a better fighting chance when they group up as 5 with their RRQ. See, they don't even want to commit onto it. They want to look for a pickoff first.
They certainly don't. Here, they didn't even use the real world manipulation, so they're winning on both fronts here. Getting a turret for Skylar and even getting a free turtle up top for Ferrisic, but it seems like it was resetted, or is Ferrisic holding on to it? Okay, so it was resetted earlier, and Ferrisic now has the control back. Black Dragon form going to be used up, and it's a free turtle for RRQ. All the dubs in the world for game 2 RRQ.
2 turtles, 3K gold leading by RRQ. It's our players are facing a bad time during this early game. They need to be careful. They need to play the counter setups thing, waiting for maybe the RRQ is like getting not together and picking up some hero, because Skylar already have his 2 kill points. Like we already see it yesterday. When Skylar have the snowballing moment, it's gonna be dangerous.
Turns Revenge and the Rage. Real world manipulation used up as well, but Ferrisic now with a flank, good one. Locketsin down. Now it's another real world manipulation as that's gonna be the Divine Judgment, locking Samo down. Ferrisic able to just stand there and zone Aura, as it's a free one for RRQ, free trade, Samo for nothing.
This is literally the same story as game number 1, but reversed, right? You see Aura Fire just being asphyxiated in their own base. RRQ doing the exact same thing Van was able to do onto Ferrisic. And Van might not be able to get it, and he doesn't.
Nope.
He loses the purple buff again. Ferrisic, it's personal now.
Yeah. Ferrisic is just trying to get his revenge on his first game. I think by trying to stealing all the purple buff or even invading the jungle of Aura Fire. That's what RQ wants to play, especially when they have the Naomi using the Kaja. So if Aura Fire try to open the map, the Divine Judgment will be there.
That's a 2,000 gold lead between the gold laners. Skylar already at 5,700. I think he's secured a few items already. Berserker Fury as well. That's definitely a good start towards his damage and the way that he's able to snowball. Kabuki just got BOD here.
Late, very late.
Yep. On almost 7 minutes, it's very late to secure the BOD because he already have 2K gold difference with Skylar, right? That's why Skylar is very rich right now. You need to be careful when Skylar get all of these maybe 3 or 4 items so he can join the team fight. And it will be hard to touch Skylar. Aim Skylar during the team fights happens.
So for Aura Fire, they can't even look for a trade, they can't even look for a contest. At this point, they're just going to have to accept what RRQ are doing to them.
Until maybe RRQ is having a blunder or tilting moment. That might be the answer for Aura Fire. They need to play very defensively. Because remember, they have Kufra, they have Terror Islam. The counter setup is the only option now.
It's literally a story of revenge. Another buff. All right, wait, Van is holding that purple buff, but Banana. How? What do Aura Fire do? What are they waiting for? Is there some sliver of hope? Maybe later on, a power spike that we're waiting on?
Oh, there you go. Touch Revenge and the Rage. Oh, miscommunication. The Menace Rage did not connect, and Ferrisic now will still be able to survive. That's a flicker backwards. Real world manipulation going to be coming down, and a penalty zone as well. Black Dragon forms in, instantly flickering out, but now Aran is going to be caught in the Petrify, able to flicker out to safety. The passive just ticking down, and both teams disengage.
Aran is left behind, but luckily he still has the flicker, so the Petrify is not connected to Aran, so he is still safe there. But the turret on the top lane has been destroyed again for Team RQ. I think they will wait for the first Lord later, so the first Lord gonna help them to like collecting all the objective like for the inner turret, like the middle lane or even the bottom lane.
They need to buy some time for Kabuki, man. Only with a BOD, does he at least, oh man, no, Samo. All right, still able to survive, but does Kabuki at least have Malefic Roar at this point? I want to see the items. I hope we get to see it as soon as possible. No?
No. He doesn't even have a Legion Sword, they turn out. So he's still quite far from hitting that Malefic Roar in 9 minutes. Meanwhile,
Skylar.
great Dragon Spear.
There it is.
Wow, that's so fast. Red Dragon Spear, Hasclaw, and Berserker Fury.
What? 3 items!
3 items, like I mentioned before, Mirko. That's why Skylar will be dangerous if he's joining team fights now. But he needs to be careful where Samot and Aran was. Because, yeah, he have a bodyguard like Banana and Fersik who always stand beside him, but if he get caught using the Tyrant Rage, Skylar is not using Purify.
That's the only loophole. Can Aran find it enough though? Fast enough? Can he open up the map? Can his teammates facilitate this though?
Not now, Aetherna. Because even Aran find the gap, it's gonna be hard for our Fire member to follow up what's Aran's movement. Because they didn't have enough damage, they didn't have enough level. They just need to play very patiently until all the items from Aura Fire is there. Because they have to high ground defensive, Beatrix and Yif. It's good to when to clearing the minions wave.
So you're saying there's still hope for Aura Fire here?
Still hope, but they need to play the patient game.
You need to play the patient game, but it looks like RQ, they keep forcing these just conflicts all around. Fersik not giving any moment, any opportunity for Aura Fire to catch up on that gold. Finally, Van does get a sliver of it. But is that enough? 8,300 gold lead now by RRQ.
I mean, I don't think there's much counterplay for Aura. The only counterplay, like Kolyu said, is to wait for RRQ to make a mistake or just turtle in the base until they get to that power spike or when they get equal. And that's still a long road to go.
Yeah.
Very long. Look at the way that the wave actually crashed in the top lane. So the Lord will still be able to crash in without the base turret passive. It was used up earlier, but it still doesn't do anything. They are able to clear it out. First Lord, this time for RRQ, only getting the tier 2s. No base turrets, unlike Aura in game 1.
It's disciplined gameplay from RRQ because they know Aura Fire have Beatrix and Yif to clear the wave very quickly. That's why we just got the inner turret now and wait for maybe the other Lord to secure the base turret later.
What about now though? Let's take a look. Let's catch up on these stats, right? 11 minutes in, and Aura Fire have not been able to get a single kill in the game, right? 5-0. Everyone from RRQ has remained untouched despite how aggressive they're playing. And here we go, another play.
Flicker Divine Judgment, Petrify. Oh, Aran gets out. DPZ. Defensive penalty zone used up. And even Van there was able to secure the orange buff some way, somehow. An Appraiser's Wrath says Zone Sin, you know, get away. Get out of here. But it's a small win for Aura, that one.
Because it's a very small gap for Aura Fire to find his farming time. Because RQ just freeze the lane. He didn't even give Aura Fire the chance to go into their own jungle. They always be there to like picking off some some Aura Fire's member if they're there to go into the jungle.
They're ruthless, man. They're ruthless. They're forcing Aura Fire out of their safety zone, their cage that they have built for themselves. Samo.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
I think that might be a mistake here. Clay has the penalty zone. Samo needs to sacrifice his life. Penalty zone flicker coming down. Only Samo caught. Immortality popped in. Samo should die for free. And that is a bad time for Aura to lose their roamer. Renner's Apathy not connecting. Clay picks it up, and this should be a free Lord. No way for Aura to contest.
Yep. That's a miscommunication, I think, when Samo just go into his Tyrant Revenge, but when Aura Fire sees that Clay having the penalties of like Mirko said before, they just think, oh, okay, this is gonna be bad for us. RQ even can wipe out us. That's why they just sacrifice Samo in front of them, and they just choose to go back.
But he needs to look for those plays, doesn't he? Samo. Did Van get it? Oh
Nope.
my god, it was stolen by Fersik.
Well played by Fersik. Didn't use the red tree on the enhanced Lord. He knows that it's uncontestable. Might as well use it to invade.
12k gold difference, Mirko, and with this enhanced Lord, it will go into the middle base turret. I think Aura Fire, they need to play using the resources like the Banner's Rage or even the Root Manipulation very carefully.
Very, very carefully. Precise gameplay is what Aura Fire needs to rely on right now. Like Skylar just sieging that top lane base turret easily. Now Fersik with a taunt, getting Aran very, very low. Appraiser's Wrath, nope, not connecting, but used up. 2 base turrets. Van, Phantom Execution to try to zone RQ away. The bottom wave has been dealt with by Aura. And again, it is a game of discipline. RRQ, no reason to risk it. And for Aura, no way to try to even team fight.
I don't see a world where RQ make a mistake here
Yeah.
with the way that they've been playing for the past 14 minutes.
They can just go back to lane pressure, wave control, housekeeping as you like to put it, and that's it. That's proper setup. It's forced errors across the map, but the late game threat is still there. It's lingering. Aura have been able to withstand the last 4 minutes of just defending. If they step out and they die to a pickoff, that will be the ticket for RQ to end the game. But if Aura constantly play in this base, the base turrets will fall, but with an RWM and a Beatrix, I don't think RQ can end the game. They do not have the range to actually do it.
They don't even dare to initiate the team fights back when the Lord is coming to the Aura Fire base. Naomi have the Flicker, have the Divine Judgment, but he didn't want to start the war. He just want to get all of the objective like the base middle turret and base top turret. That's why, okay, after we got it, we just got back. We didn't want the fights.
It's definitely within Clay's kit to be that high ground though. That's definitely something that they do have to play with. And if they combine it with Naomi, Flicker, Divine Judgment, that just might be the answer to crack open the base of Aura Fire. Which is why RRQ still a 13,000 gold lead. Look at how both of these teams are posturing. RRQ trying to look for a pickoff, realizing that they have Frozen at that bottom side. Is Beatrix anywhere near ready yet?
No.
4k gold difference.
Yeah.
Against
Jeez.
Beatrix, against Skylar, it's too much, babe. But yeah, slowly but sure, Kabuki have his items. So it's like a ticking bombs when Aura Fire is just successfully drag this into the late game when Aura Fire members have all the items. It can be bad if RQ do the mistakes during the team fight.
What is he building here?
With Javelin, Wind of Nature maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's going towards Wind of Nature. Oh, and he severely needs it as well.
And look at this, free. You can hear the RQ fans. There you go. The sea together as Skylar picks up. Well, it was Farisic who no, it's Skylar who took it. And now it is a waiting game again. Clay has the winner truncheon. I think it lies on Naomi. Naomi needs to get a good pick on either Sin or Kabuki. If he gets that, then RQ can end. But if they don't, Aura can defend.
It's really a passive game, Miracle. It's all about objective from the RRQ team. That's why Aura Fire, like you mentioned before, needs to be waiting. Maybe it needs the miracle when Aran or Samot do the initiation.
Oh, it's nerve-wracking. All spells are up, all resources are up. Like you mentioned, it's all gonna bank down onto Naomi. Can he get that Flicker engage?
Black Dragon form, there you go. Divine Judgment blocking around down. This might be the end right here. Van gonna be melted down. Thorn Rose getting him out. Now the base is wide open. Yep, they're just going to straight go at it. Easy end for RRQ. That RWM, that front to back, was never created. It was messy because of the Black Dragon form.
It's a
Ruthless.
very disciplined game. Ruthless, yeah. I like that word, Aetherna. From
Ruthless.
RRQ side.
Revenge. RRQ. They were waiting for this moment after what Aura Fire did to them in game number 1, getting what, a 13,000 gold.